Should be good.
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
Yep, perfectly now.
Okay, cool. So just count down for the timer to start or whatever, introduce yourself and all that, and then just give me a countdown for the timer.
Okay, so yeah, this is Sonic Rush Adventure. I'm Speedbreaker55, and this is the second of the Rush series. So this is my personal favorite because I started off with this, and it's got quite a bit of content to it, other than minimizing potential dimps pits and pitfalls. So it's between, well, in difficulty wise, it's midway between Rush and Colors DS. Colors DS will be running after this. So the category I'll be running today will be all emeralds, and for this category will be what's it called? We'll be getting not only all the Chaos Emeralds, but all the Sun Emeralds and facing the true final boss. So right over here we've got the hand cam, so you know my inputs right here. And yeah, not only do I plan to do a very high paced run, but also to have a lot of fun. So without further ado, I think we can get started.
Yes, you can. Yes.
Okay, so once the start screen shows up, I'll count down the timer. Alright, so counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And we're off! So right here we start with a bunch of cutscenes where Sonic and Tails get whisked over to this new world. Right here we're going to do a mandatory training session. Important we say no here, otherwise we lose a hell of a lot of time. So these are Sonic Space moveset. Okay, so now the tutorial is complete, we now need to save the game. Why do we need to do that? Because otherwise Tails just sits there and twiddles his thumbs. And now we talk to Tails and Neil build as our first vehicle. So we have this nice neat sequence, and badam, we have a nice first vehicle, the Wave Cyclone. Okay, you can now travel by water bike. So one thing Kirby Master found is that the Japanese text on this tutorial session saves about 5 seconds. I choose to have this in English so we don't get that advantage. But execution should be more than enough to make for a super fast paced run. Right, now that we've done the tutorial, we can now set sail. Right, so now we're on this tutorial-like water bike stage. This is the longest one that you'll see in the entire run, because this is intended to show us the moves. And like with the normal training, if we say no, then we just go through this ourselves. I'm glad the game gives us that option. Right now we want to make sure we get every single ring up to 64. Because that way we get max boost. When you get max boost, you can boost speed for 5 seconds. You want to let go of the boost just before it ends, so you can get full boost again. Nice. Yeah, rings does help extend the period. Okay, we're almost there. It's shown by the screen at the top. Okay, Plant Kingdom, here we go. And right now, we do not get a good start. Not to worry, we can speed up. So right now, we're making use of downwards jumps to maintain speed. And break speed cap, which allows you to run past the boost. Gonna make one massive boost jump, land that mushroom, and that saves us having to take the longer route. Now we're gonna do a nice reverse boost jump, or RBJ for short, to get to the top and finish in 40 seconds. Okay, Act 2, here we go. Oh yeah, I'm also monitoring Twitch chat, so if you've got any questions, feel free to ask away. This is Act 2, this is a bit longer than Act 1. Sometimes that happens that you just get stuck in between the mushrooms. Nice. Gonna land out on this slope here. Didn't quite land on it to get a burst of speed, but we just have normal boost. Right, we covered this time. Okay, boss time. So right here, we're going to try and get a 1 cycle while grabbing those 12 rings, because ranks do matter, and we need to get S rank for this boss. Nice. So what happened there is that I landed 1 normal hit, and then 4 double hits. That allows us to clear the first phase quickly. The alternative strat is to get 3 double hits and then get 5 normal hits. It works, but it's slower. But over here, we don't have any choice but to use that, because we have less time to work with. Let's hope we get here. No, that's a flop. I was supposed to land on the ground. So that's been unfortunate. So that'd be 10 seconds quicker if we got it. Okay, so that's the first boss complete. And that gives us the S rank we need. Okay, next wave cycle stage. This will be much quicker than the previous. These courses are randomized, so you just have to know what we're doing. Ideally, the strategy is to get max boost as quickly as you can. Unfortunately, we get max boost. Okay, 34, that's a pretty decent time. Okay, Machine Labyrinth, let's go. This is another nice level like Plant Kingdom, except it's a bit longer. The first two are about 40 seconds, but this one's going to be about a minute long. I like in this beginning that you have a whole bunch of gimmicks to use. So right now, we want to make sure Sonic stays at max boost, because there's not much opportunity to build more. Right, that's tight. It's tight to do the Sonic's up trick and then land on that tiny platform. Up we go. Okay, just under 103. Okay, Act 2. Like with Blanc Kingdom, a bit longer and harder. Okay. Fortunately, we don't need max boost here. Now, circle platforms. Okay. So, one thing I haven't talked about is the boost meter. The boost meter has 3 levels, blue, yellow, and red. If it gets to red and goes full, you can boost for a limited amount of time, for about 5 seconds. And you can reset the timer by doing more tricks or beating more enemies. Okay, looking good. Okay, now we've got another boss fight. Nice. Right now this is going mostly well. And yes, the bigger ones do more damage. Sub-minute. It's okay, but could be faster. It's possible to even get around 40 seconds. So right now, we're going to be doing some revisits. Why are we doing this? Because to beat the game, you need 13 green and 13 bronze material. For an A rank, you get 3 material. And for an S rank, you get 4. So even if we were to get all S ranks, we would get 12 at most. So 1 revisit is required in both Plant Kingdom and Machine Labyrinth. Right, it's going to be a sub 40. Or 39 even. So one thing I found out is that it's faster to beat the boss again, provided we get under 55 seconds. Wow, this is a really good fight. 46, nice. So now we go back and talk to Tails, and he's going to build us another boat. And you can see in the top screen that we've got 14 of each material. And just like that, there's our sailboat with the green and bronze material we got. And for some reason, the game thinks it's a good idea to send us back here. So make us come here twice. So unlike the Wave Cyclone, this is a bit of an auto-scroller. You also have to get 1,000 rings, but that comes pretty easily. Because there's something next we got to build. Come on. Nice. So over here, we're going to meet an unexpected guest. Just before we reach this landing point. Right over here, I'd like to destroy these things just for the fun of it. Okay, so this is for Johnny Race's forced. We can't skip it, so the best thing we can do is to beat him. Even 90% is faster to win this race than to purposefully lose. So ideally you don't want to crash into Johnny at all, because that slows you down. So right now we gotta get to 64 combo before we get max boost. 96 combo. Ninety-six rings gets us to full boost, and Trick Round gets us to 16, the equivalent of 16 rings for boost. Now we give final boost to the finish. Because ramps are slower. And I don't want to take any. And that's the first of 7 Chaos Emeralds. We will be getting all of them, but that will be mostly post-game. There will be one more emerald we'll be getting before we beat the game. But for now, this is what we've got. Okay, pin Island 1. And it's pretty short, literally about 10 seconds. Right now we have a whole bunch of cutscenes. And now we enter at next zone, which is Coral Cave. This is going to be a bit trickier than the last two. Nice. So the thing with rail jumping, you have to use the A jump to jump, not the B button, and that's further away. So it's a bit trickier and much to get used to. Right, we got all of them. Okay. Right, that's that one completed with an S rank. So these next materials, if we go fast enough, they'll take care of themselves from now on. The Reapers at the beginning are all we need. Okay, nice. 21 seconds. Okay. Now I'm going to take the low route here. Because that's quicker than taking the minecart on top. That's a bit unfortunate. Here we go. So now I've got a nice little auto-scroller to take a chill from the action. So right over here, we see, here is where we meet Blaze. But first we have to beat Carl, we have to beat this Ghost Kraken in order to unlock her as a character. So now we're going to be hoping for the quick kill, which can only be done by a specific pattern. Yes, this is the pattern we want. Wasn't what I had in mind, but it does something. This is definitely not what we want. So this is the other pattern that we didn't want to see the first time. We could have got the quick kill, which gets us health all the way down to this final hit section, but I was a little too close to the tentacle. So now we're going to go here and ask Tails to build us a radio tower. And the 1,000 rings I mentioned earlier, that is what it's for. And we have almost 1,400. So now we're going to go to the last time. We're going to be using the Ocean Tornado. Okay, here we go. Now we no longer need rings. Nice. Fortunately, it's not long for us. So now we got another. We go to another landing point and then go to the next zone. Now this time it's going to be much easier because it's just a straight line. So over here I'm going to use our unlocked character, which is Blaze. Ideally, you want to be Sonic, but I'm a bit behind on Sonic practice on that, because I've primarily been focused on colors. But at least get to see Blaze in action for the first time. Otherwise, near Zone 6 is where you'll see Blaze for the first time in an optimal run. Decent, 47 seconds. Let's go, Blaze. So Blaze's moveset is slightly different from Sonic. Sonic has Air Dash, while Blaze has Fire Hug, which I just used there. But her up trick, unlike Sonic, goes super high. Right, running a bit behind here. So this cannon, we can't skip this, even with Blaze. So this is the only cannon you ideally want to see in the run. Every other one can be skipped. Okay, Act 1. Okay, moving to Act 2. Right here we get Blaze's quick trick upgrade. And that makes her 4 trick goes insanely fast. Oh dear. I thought that was high enough. So that just cost us 20 seconds, unfortunately. Blaze can no secret that Blaze could, or what the intention was to do that trick. Okay, next up, Ghost Pirate. So this is a bit of a finicky one, and has a lot of lag frames. Okay, here we go. Lego mode. So yeah, when it goes to Lego mode, it does more insane attacks like that. Like that jump stomp move. There we go, chase this sweet spot. Before it escapes us, yes, got it. Yep, one of many lag frames right there. So, this sometimes happens. It can even happen for Ghost Kraken too. So now that that's clear, we can now have a chance to build a new vehicle. So this is going to be our hovercraft, and that will allow us to go across shallows, which we normally can't do. So right now we have the choice to go to Blizzard Peaks, which is the one above, or the one down there, which leads us to Sky Babylon. We're going to do Blizzard Peaks first, purely for mapping, because after Sky Babylon, we're going to be going to the next zone, which leads from Sky Babylon. So it makes sense to do this one in intended order. So the weapon systems of the Aqua Blast is that you charge and shoot. Also want to dodge obstacles along the way. Doing pretty well so far. Fortunately, it's much easier to maintain the combo here compared to the Ocean Tornado, because if you miss a target, you drop the combo. But now that I think of it, it is hard to not be hit here. Good. And now we go Sonic. Because Sonic has a trick. When you use Sonic's sword trick without holding a direction, Sonic goes insanely fast. And we're going to be using that a lot here. While Sonic snowboarding. Similar to Blaze's one. So this is the fastest Sonic move in the entire game. Okay, decent, 50 seconds. And that's rank, beautiful. Here we don't have a snowboard, so it's not quite as easy. Gonna take it safe because that is a pit underneath that. Not gonna fall. Nice. Jump down. Nice RBJ hit. Or not. Okay, Act 2 complete. Now I'm going to go for this boss, which will surprise you. Because of all bosses, I did not expect it to be out in the middle of a frozen pool with a giant whale. Took me by surprise when I played this for the first time. So what it's like it's 3 boostless mini games. Good. So if you fall into those ice, you basically freeze and then you take damage. And that costs about, I think, around 3 to 5 seconds. Okay, good. Round 2. Here goes. Okay, great second round. Here goes. Final round. Very good fight. Gonna be 125. And finish. 125.33. First I've got in a while. Okay, next up, Sky Babylon. But there's a few landing points along the way, unlike the previous journey we took. Ah, that's the first hit. No big deal. So like with Haunted Ship, we're going to be going with a landing point. Not seen no ships in a while. If I remember correctly, they take about 5 full charge shots to finish. Got it. Well, I had it the first time, but I guess not. So now we're going to head to Sky Babylon, but first we're going to route, so we go into that shallow spot. That's where another Johnny race is. That's a much trickier one. So you gotta stay focused. Really going for the ship. Okay, Johnny 6, here we go. So this is a 6th Johnny race. And you absolutely tend to have upgrades for this, which you don't get until post-game. That's a bit unfortunate. Go, 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 go. Got it. Thank goodness that worked. Because anything under 103 is a guaranteed win. But we weren't hitting that target, that was closer to 104. And I have lost with times faster than that. So that's 2 emeralds down. Okay, hit down on 2. You want to absolutely select Blaze for this. No secrets. Why? That was close to falling. Now that's clear, we now choose Sonic again. Sonic is faster for pretty much everything when it comes to the main stage. Oh, really? Nice reverse move jump to get across that. Stays about quarter to a half a second. And it's more reliable. Fortunately, the game is just a full boost item. Okay. Okay, balloon section. So you cannot let anything touch the yellow casing on the outside of the balloon, or Sonic take damage. Now I've got a second one, which is quite a bit more dangerous because those purple bolt things, they instantly kill you if you touch them. I don't know what the developers were thinking putting this in there. Okay, now we're going to go here, pick Blaze, and then fight this boss. Because Blaze is much quicker than this and Sonic is. So Sonic heavily outspeeds Blaze for Act 1 and 2, but Sonic's significantly slow for the boss, and it's more difficult to pull off. It's still in the works. Okay, not the best start. Right, good. Didn't see a special move, which is great. If you fall, because when it goes to that leg pull mode and you fall to the ground, it does its spinning corkscrew attack, which costs you like 15 seconds. Now that's over, we now build a final vehicle. And just like that, we now have the Deep Typhoon submarine. I'm so used to hearing this song after replaying this so many times, because the song stays like this. Now we've got a careful route to draw. So on the top screen, you see where the Johnny head has been crossed off. And that shows we've already been there. That was Johnny 6. Looking good. So those pink arrows you see on top, we can't cross them at all, which is why we have to draw this route carefully. But this may not look it, but it's pretty much the fastest vehicle in the game. So now we activated the fetch quest, and we got to go to Hidden Islands 3, 4, and 5 to find them. Good. So fortunately these are relatively straightforward, and we save a lot of time while we're at it. And right now we're going to be choosing Sonic, because Sonic is faster than this than Blazers. Same for Hidden Island 4, which we'll do after this. You can make that with an air dash, but that's extremely risky. "21 seconds. Decent. Okay, so this time we're going to be using the hovercraft, because the Deep Typhoon cannot cross shores. Okay, well, that's good. Right, that was a bit unfortunate. Yeah. Didn't see that one. And we land, and once again goes Sonic. This one is the scariest in the main game, because plenty of places to die. And there's no checkpoints. Okay, 28. Okay, so next up, Deep Typhoon again, and this time we're going to be using Blaze. Because Sim 2, Blaze's specialty is gaining height. Looking good, looking good. Right, that's the goal. And we want Blaze this time. Right, I think that's a gold. So now we're going to be going to C#. Because since we've been there before, we can now go to C# and then just select the area. Over here, Sonic's got it. Right, you got it. Never doubted you for a second, Sonic. So now we enter the final zone, we're going to be using Sonic again. It's no secret that Sonic's my favourite character here to play as. Even if it's riskier. So important we take max boost. Oh, really? Okay, smooth. Okay, nearing the finish now. Final rail grind, then it's Act 2. Okay, Act 2, here we go. So here, we'll be actually skipping this massive dolphin with a bottomless pit. Fortunately, it's not as hard as it looks. Ooh. So this next dolphin, Sonic can't skip it without being slower. So we're better off taking it. Right underneath while the Anchors try to crush us. Nice and easy. Right, perfect. Oh, it's a nice change of tune. Unskippable Dolphin. So this one you can't skip this even with Blaze. So you have no choice but to ride it up and down over these structures over a bottomless pit. Nice. Okay, so now we face Whisker and Johnny. So the big red guy is Whisker. I want to prioritize him because he's got more health. We also want to watch how many times you get hit. The more hits you take, the further you can spread out after you take damage. Good. Yes, Whisker's out. And this time, you want to fight this as Blaze, because it's much easier to hit the... Not only is it much easier to hit the boss, Blaze has a hover glitch, which can instantly destroy the barrier. Because normally supposed to lure this bosses to attack the barriers, to destroy it. Or hit the enemy's projectiles. Nice. Okay, 3 down. Ooh, that was close. Okay, final hit. Yes! Got every single ring there. I'm just gonna wait for the boss to lower itself, and then that's the main game complete. But we are far from done. Ooh. Ooh. So right now, this boss is about to explode. And that's it. That's the main game. And we got that within the hour. So what's left is now we've got to get the other 5 Chaos Emeralds and complete all of Billy's Soul Emerald missions to get all of her Soul Emeralds. So we've got a bit of post game before we start. Post game credits before we start the post game. And what we're going to be starting off with is Johnny 7. Johnny 7 is near Pirates Island, and since we don't need any upgrades, we're going to be starting there. So as of now, the 5th one and the 7th one are going to be the hardest ones. And they're going to be the last and first ones. The first one we'll be taking on is Johnny 7, and then the last one we'll be taking on is Johnny 5. Because we need to do a hidden island to get to it. Meanwhile, enjoy this better version of the credits. Fortunately, this game allows us to speed it up unlike the other 2 Rush games. So this is only like 2 minutes at most. Okay, let post game begin. So I'm gonna go with this Johnny race. Oh yeah, we also need to do a few hidden islands for Blaze Soul Emerald missions, and that will be 6, 8, and 12. The first one we'll be going to is Hidden Island 12. Looking good. Right, Johnny 7. Here goes. Wish me luck. Good. Okay, hopefully this should be enough to win. Whew, that was really close. That easily could have been a loss. Thank goodness that worked. First try. In Island 12, let's go. Alright, gonna play a little safe and go for Blaze. Good enough. Okay, next up, Johnny 4. Should be right over here. So right now we have to get a break from the harder ones until we get all the others done. There's this one, 2 more, and then Johnny 5. Okay, Johnny 4, here we go. Johnny 4. So the upper screen shows you the emeralds we've got, as well as the emerald we're waiting for. Looking very good for us. Right, 4 down, 3 to go. Okay. Down here, and then... hit down late. So here we're going to be going to Johnny 2. Okay, here we go. This one's even easier than the last one. Follow the path. Want to make sure we hit 96 combo. Okay, I goofed. Boost when I was at 95, not 96. Fortunately, we still got enough to win. Okay, another one down. 2 to go. Alright, and this time we're going to be using Sonic. Down we go for another auto-scroller. This auto-scroller makes this the longest hitman in the game. Next up, Johnny 3. We'll also be going to Hitman 6 along the way. And there we're going to be using Blaze, and this time not for a safe play, because she's actually faster there, thanks to the quick trick upgrade you saw in Horse and Ship too. Okay, Johnny 3. A nice easy win for us. Okay, 1 to go. Looking good. Oh, great, nice. Now for Blaze. Ideally, you're supposed to land on it. Okay, next up we go Aqua Blast. Because similar to Hitman 4, we can't cross shores with the Deep Typhoon. Much better. Good. But ideally you want to be shooting these item boxes, because hit lag is a thing. Right, nice. Now we gotta go to... Now, this is Hitman 16. For those who played Rush, this will look familiar. Nice reverse boost jump to get across. Sub 40. Now for the last Deep Typhoon stage, shortest one by far because it's literally just here. I know we could have just gone there with a Deep Typhoon because it's too far. It's been tested, even with TAS. Okay, final Johnny race, let's go. Right, a bit low on rings. But we're still in this. So I can't boost at all until I get max boost. Without upgrades, it's a guaranteed loss if you do it before then. Yes! Race is ours now. Nice, and that's all Johnny Race's first try, and I don't need the stylus anymore. Now, before I do solo emerald missions, I need to talk to this garden guy 7 times. Because that makes the missions appear. 1 for each mission. Right, that's 7. Okay, Ghost Pendulum rematch. But there's a twist. In each Sun Emerald missions, we're forced to play as Blaze. Okay. She gets the death blow. And finish.
Was that the end of the run, was it? Sorry.
Oh no, it's not. It's
Oh,
we still got some emeralds to get. We got another 6 to go.
that's good. Good. Thank God I didn't stop the timer. Then I thought to myself, hang on, hit finish or something. Carry on.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll let you know when it's time. Because we still got a true final boss to fight. Which you see the first, well, second coming of Burning Blaze. And 2301. Okay, 2 down, 5 to go. The first 3 are straightforward, with the exception of the third one, because the third one is a bit finicky. Because this boss, most of the time it starts with a forehand slam, which you only see in Allegro mode. Fortunately, it's not done that. Okay, we're going to hope for a good pattern. Not the sweeper pattern, slam pattern. Yes, this is what we want. And hopefully... Okay, chance number 2, please. Oh, wow. Nope. Got the damn sweeper. Yeah, this is what we don't want to see. On the bright side, we got max range. Just like that, that's the third demo mission complete. Next one, Hidden Island 12 as Blaze. Pretty straightforward one now that we have Blaze's and a Heart trick. Nice. Okay, 4 down, 3 to go. Okay, Hidden Island 8, let's move. Blaze is slower than Sonic here, so you have to bear with her for a moment. Or you just gotta make do since we don't get a choice of character here. Down we go again. So now we've got another nice auto-scroller for a nice handbrake. Turn again. So after this, we'll be facing the final 2 bosses again for the last 2 Sol Emeralds. But like with the Ghost Kraken and Ghost Pendulum, it is on a harder difficulty. Next up, Whisker and Johnny rematch. And those are missions 86 and 88. Gonna take it a little safe at the start, because normally I just spin dash through them. I'm gonna get a ring. So on the hard difficulty, they start with the Lego attacks. Oh really? Not tag team. So for the tag team moves, they're both Whisker and Johnny are invincible in that entire animation. I was going to make sure the land hits on Johnny. His health is looking a little high. Whisker's gone. Nice. And now it's Johnny. Not so easy to juggle these. Nice. Go watch how many times I get hit. Oh, did you see that? How that moved? Yeah, that's going to be like what it's like for the landing hits now. Yes. Okay, one more hit. Yes. That wasn't too bad. Nice, we finished with 8 rings again like we did for the first match. Whoa, a little too close for comfort. Now that we've got all the Chaos Emeralds and Soul Emeralds, we now get this message that says we can now go to the special stage, to the Extra Zone Deep Core. So we just have to exit and re-enter Marine's house. And this boss, much more fun than the first one. And now we see the second appearance of Burning Blaze, because we see her transform to Burning Blaze for the first time in the first Rush game. And here's where she shines. Because right now, the fastest way to deal with this is to go with only Blaze. Because Fireballs are heavily overpowered, and Supersonic, sadly, his Rock Deflection doesn't do enough damage to be useful in the run. Okay, 39. Beautiful. Okay, round 2. Okay, time will be up when I land the last hit in this round. The time will be up soon. When I land the last hit, it's time. Here we go. Time. So now that the Egg Wizard has been defeated, yes, that is what the boss is called. To be fair, the boss can do a variety of attacks, so Egg Wizard isn't a bad description. And after all this time, Marine now shoots a beam, which we didn't know she could do. So here's where Blaze lands an uppercut, and Supersonic shows his usefulness here. Sadly, this is the only part where you see Sonic useful in this fight in the speedrun, but it's satisfying to see Sonic get the final blow. As per usual.
Well, thank you very much for that run. Final time on my end is 1 hour, 31 minutes and 14 seconds.
Okay, nice. I
We
got 31.
Did get one. Ooh,
31:12.
very nice. So we did get one donation actually during that run as well.
Nice.
So Viper with £10. Good luck to all the runners in the mini event, and he's also made a Gator name suggestion. Big Snaps is the suggestion there, which is awesome. Keep those donations coming in, and if you want to make sure to also donate to that incentive as well. Suggest your Gator names in the incentive. Be sure to add that to your donation message and include that incentive on your donation as well. And of course, the donations will go to Everyone Can Totally See on Screen, which is £9 so far, because it does take off the 10% donation fee. But the Totally See on Screen is the eventual total we will be giving to Everyone Can at the end of the event. So please keep those donations coming in. You can use either a card payment or you can use PayPal. So we are accepting pretty much anything that you could possibly throw at us, to be honest. We're going to quickly make our way to the intermission. We are running slightly behind schedule, only by a few minutes though, so it's not too bad. But we'll quickly go to the intermission screen so we can get ourselves set up for the next run, which is going to be Sonic Colors 100% by, Speedbreaker55, which who we have just seen right now. But in any case, before we finish, have you got anything else you'd like to sort of finish off with before we go on to the next run?
I do, yes. So yeah, I currently do all the other categories as well, such as any percent, all islands, which is the scariest and shortest, because that is shorter, but you have to beat every level without dying. This all emeralds, I prefer this all emeralds because you get a nice cool ending like this. And yeah, for those of you that are interested in more runs, yeah, I also run Colors DS, which I'll be running next, and Sonic Rush, also Chronicles as well. So yeah, you won't be waiting too long before seeing Colors DS 100% in action.
Well, thank you very much for the run, and we'll see you in like 5 or 10 minutes actually, because we got the next run.
Yeah.
But for everyone who's watching currently, be sure to make yourselves some nice cup of teas or something during the intermission. We will be back in about 5 or 10 minutes. Viper, thank you for letting me know about the links below the stream. I will get those sorted either during the intermission or when the next run gets started. But we will get those sorted out, don't worry. But yeah, we'll see you in about 10 minutes time.